Welcome back, and this is my monthly comic book pull list for the month of July. Okay, disclaimer, I live in Japan. I can only get one shipment per month from Discount Comic Book Service. We've got a box right here. Got two packages. So in this package, this is my first time to not get bags and boards with almost all of these. I think I can get bags and boards actually a little cheaper from my local comic book shop, so I'm going to try and do that. We'll see how it works out. Alright, so here, this came free with the package. This is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund Defender. So this is about, they do some articles about censorship in comics and putting comic books in libraries and fights to do that. So we got Lumberjanes on the cover, so we'll see what goes on with that. Next we have, this is a pretty thick one. This is Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade. This is just the regular cover. This, I guess, I don't know if this ties into the Dark Knight 3, or perhaps it's a prequel story to that. Anyways, we'll have to do something with the Joker there. This is Daredevil number 8. This is actually a very disappointing cover for me. They've had, the past few months, they've had some really good ones. Most of them with Elektra on the cover. And I think maybe this is the start of a new arc here. This is Darth Vader number 21. I am enjoying Darth Vader a lot more than I am Star Wars. Looks like some Old West style bar that Dr. Aphra is sitting on, and what, 000 and oh, I forget the other droid's name. But very cool comic that everyone should be reading. I've said it a million times, is Harrow County. It's a really, really great horror story. It's about a little girl who is possibly the daughter of this witch and one of twins, and she's trying to, do some good with the witchcraft that was given to her by her sometimes evil mother. Okay, here we have Venom Space Knight. This is number 8. Alright, I do like this a lot. I think it's going to go pretty cool directions. Up until now, we were seeing a really good, strong bond between Flash Thompson and the Venom symbiote, but it looks like now the symbiote was pushing down some primal urges. They thought he was cured of his violence, but he went off on his own. The last issue, last page, he was laughing maniacally as he was running away. Alright, so I'm putting this back into my pull list, and it is Amazing Spider-Man. I thought the beginning of it was a little lackluster. I really do like the covers, most of them, that Alex Ross has been doing for this and all new, all different Avengers. Maybe this one's not the best one. We see here Spider-Man and Iron Man fighting Regent, which I think is a pretty cool villain. So Amazing Spider-Man is definitely going back in my pull list, so I'll be getting these again from now on. Okay. The same way that Harrow County is a really touching horror story, this is another touching sci-fi story. Right? I really like it a lot. This is Descender. This is number 12. Alright, I am not actually getting that many Rebirth titles. There are a few that I'm looking forward to for a little while, and one of them is this right here. This is Green Lanterns. I'm really looking forward to reading more about Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, and actually I really am looking forward to this, mostly because of their confrontation with the Red Lanterns that's coming up. It might be a small arc, but after that ends, I think I'm dropping it until I know for sure if I really like them. But for now, I'm picking up, I think, the first 4 issues. Alright, here I have Justice League 51. There was a little bit in the news about there was a cover mistake. As you can see here, this is not that. I was not lucky enough to get that. But anyways, Justice League is a good comic, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it finishing up. This one comic, I picked it up and gave it a chance, and I ended up really liking it. I really do enjoy Squadron Supreme right now. This is number 8. This one's in a bag, and this one has a bag and board because I ordered it quite a while ago, so that was in when I was still getting those. But here we have, this is Civil War 2. I think this is number 1. This is part of the 8-part connecting variant for Civil War 2, starting from 0 and going to number 7. This is Devolution Part 5. This is the last part in here, and I really did dig this story. If you are into the recommender, I think this is definitely one of the good ones. Here is another Rebirth story I'm looking forward to, and it is Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman number 1. They're going to be going off and on. I think we need odd and even numbers, doing like a Wonder Woman Year 1 story, and then an also like current storyline with, I think, two writers, 2 artists, and I think they're going to be interlocking stories as they're going on. I think it seems like a pretty cool concept that hasn't been done too many times, and I'm really looking forward to it. This one, I'm going to give it a chance, but from the previews I saw, I really didn't like the art, so the story is going to have to be really blow away for me to keep reading it, probably. I mean, I do like werewolves a lot, and I do like horror a lot, so when I read the description, I was all about it. When I later on saw the previews is when I kind of got a little skeptical. But here we have She-Wolf. Okay. Here I have this. I think this is a really funny comic. That's Power Man and Iron Fist. Kind of just 2 dude bros hanging out, punching stuff, and now they're technically back together. So I think this is going to be really funny and going pretty cool places. This is Power Man and Iron Fist. This is number 5. Last issue of Justice League. This is issue number 52. Before Justice League Rebirth, of course. Here we go. We have issue 9 of Doctor Strange. This is part 4 of The Last Days of Magic. I think things are going to start to wrap up in the next few issues, one or 2 issues, something like that. So, so far, I think it has been pretty cool. Although I do think the Empirical, which is the entity, I guess, who's destroying all magic, could have been a lot cooler in design and things like that. Alright, if you like Ninja Turtles as much as I do, then you would probably be really pumped about this series here. What I got is I've 4 issues so far of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bebop, and Rocksteady destroy everything. Alright? It is through the 5 issues, there is one long connecting cover. Okay, here we go. Number 1, which connects to number 2. I only have 2 arms. Which connects to number 3. Which connects to number 4. Woo-woo. Which would connect to number 5, which would actually bring into a big circle, but I didn't get that one. But for this month, I only got these 4. Next one will come next time. So, I am excited about that. I think this will probably be a pretty funny series. I do like Bebop and Rocksteady very much. Here I have number 59. Okay, I think this was the one that people were talking about. Somebody's going to die. Stupid Google Plus told me, and I didn't want to hear it, so I won't tell you. Next, I just got this one because I wanted to finish it. This is part 6 of Swamp Thing. It was kind of boring. I mean, there were a few cameos of the Phantom Stranger and Zatanna and some other things. I mean, I think Swamp Thing had a better part in that new Poison Ivy series when he came out for just like a few pages. That whole part of Swamp Thing was better than this entire 6-part series. This is one tie-in to Civil War 2. This is the Gods of War number 1. I guess Hercules is going to put together a team of Gods of War to fight alongside. I was really surprised how much I like the new Hercules, and so I'm definitely looking forward to this one a lot. There was a little break, but now they're back. I think this is a great story. You should really pick it up. It is by Brian K. Vaughan, the dude that writes A Saga, another totally amazing comic, also writes this one, and it is very, very good. You should definitely check it out. Alright, here I have Civil War 2. Oh, yeah, okay. This is, okay, it says on the back here, this is number 1. So that means that the earlier one was number 2. This artist's name is Kim Jung-gi. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting all 8 of this one. This comic is wicked cool. This is Moon Knight number 3. Moon Knight's trapped in like some asylum. He's trying to figure out if he's actually Moon Knight or if he's just crazy. This cover is amazing. It's just a few colors, but it's still, I think it's still wicked sweet. All 3 of these just regular covers that I've gotten so far are all wicked cool for Moon Knight, and the contents as well are just amazing. Okay, here I have another Amazing Spider-Man. I got this one especially. I especially like this one because we have 2 Spider-Mans and an Iron Man fighting on the cover, and I think this is a very nice Alex Ross cover. What do you think? And this is number 13. Here I have Tales from the Dark Side number 1. Now, I think I was a bit misled as to what cover I was getting. This is the regular cover, I guess, according to the inside cover. What I wanted was the retailer incentive cover, which is the cover that they had been promoting. So I figured the regular cover was that. Turns out that it's not. This is kind of disappointing because the retailer incentive cover looked a lot better. Alright, and lastly, this was just super cheap. I think it was like 35 cents, so I got it. This is the Image first issue of Saga, an amazing series. Alright, yeah, because it was on clearance, I can see that it is a little kind of whacked up here. But I don't know, they give a warning on that. They're like, they can't be held responsible if it's a little bit damaged because it's on clearance. So, I mean, it was only 35 yen anyways. So that's fine. Now we'll come to the time at the end here where I'm going to take a little advice from some of the comments, and I'm going to tell you some of the comics that I'm looking forward to in the future. I just heard the news recently that there's going to be a Thundercats Masters of the Universe crossover, which I am crazy excited about. I don't care what you say, oh yeah, it's just for nostalgia or just for making money. I really don't care. I've been waiting my entire childhood for this. As far as some indie titles, I know it's not in this package, but I am looking forward to Kim and Kim, the Black Mask comic that, if you're watching this, it might have just come out. So you might be able to pick that up. I'm definitely looking forward to that. To pick that up. It's about 2 girls, one trans woman and another woman. They are bounty hunters in space. I think it might be kind of funny, kind of space adventure type of thing. I'm looking forward to that as well. One title that I'm really looking forward to from Valiant is Britannia. It is about the first Roman, I guess, detective, and as he's going around in Rome, investigating some murders. I'm definitely looking forward to that. On the Ninja Turtles side, I am looking forward to a new #1 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe coming from IDW. A comic coming out from Black Mass I'm looking forward to is called The Forevers. It's about a group of people who made a deal with the devil so they could become famous. Many years later, their power is dying down, I guess. One of them dies and they get a new surge of power. So then I think one of them is going to start picking off all the others to get more powerful. Alright. This has been my comic pull list, and also some things that I'm looking forward to in the future. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like some suggestions on what you should read, please take a look at some of my other videos to see some of my other suggestions, some of the comics that I really like. Right. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you'd like, if you want to see some more. If I've made any mistakes about any of the comics or continuity or anything like that, make sure you let me know in the comments. And if I'm missing anything in my pull list, anything you think I should be reading, please let me know that as well. I hope you had a fun time. I'm Aaron Kais. See you next time. What else do I say usually at the end of these? Oops. This is the Comic Defense Fund Legal Defender. Wait, no it is. This is the Comic Book Legal Defense... Wait, what? This is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund Defender. Okay. This is the... Okay.